When V requested that Army provide him with more Army content for him to watch, this Army, who woke up rather late in the morning, wondered what she should do as she cuddled her very adorable and soft Tata friend. She stood there wondering, and then she came up with an idea. She thought, how about I turn my adorable Tata friend into food to eat all day long with her Tata frying pan that she got at the Lime Friend store. And clearly the best way to start the day is with some purple borahae pancakes. This is ube pancake mix I got at Trader Joe's. It is quite delicious. And first we take some scoops of the pancake mix and try not to spill it everywhere. Then we add some water and one large egg. If it would crack, okay, we'll just use the Tata pan. And there we go, one egg. And then we mix the batter all together until we get this nice sort of pasty look to it. And this is when I realized that I forgot to include oil or butter. So I add a tablespoon of oil to the batter, mix it all up, and look at that, smooth like butter. Or in this case, oil. And then we add some oil to our Tata pan and spread it out so that it's evenly coated. And we add 1 scoop of batter. And you don't want to overfill the pan. You want to put it into the pan and then spread it around, tilting it this way and that way until all of the batter coats the bottom of the pan. And after that, we let our junk cook. Terrible joke. And when it is all bubbled up, you will take your spatula and flip it over. Eventually. And voila! Oh, look at that! It's Tata's face in the pancake! How adorable! And then we cook the other side. And once it's almost complete, you get your plate ready. Then do a flip to see how the other side has cooked, and wow, that looks beautiful. You don't really see Tata's face, but it is done. And then I'd make a few more pancakes, repeating the previous steps as we have done. Look at little Tata's face. Look, another one! How adorable! And as I'm pouring the batter for the last pancake, oh my god, I spilled batter on my completed pancakes. How can I forget to? It's okay. I wiped it clean. We're fine. And look, my last pancake. And honestly, I think it's my best one of the day. Look how adorable Tata is. And that's it. My Tata borahae pancakes are done. But that is not all I'm cooking for breakfast. I have also decided to make some hash browns. And then I take some butter. And then I add more butter because you can never have enough butter. And I pour the hash browns in and spill them everywhere. And they are still kind of frozen because I am too lazy to shred my own potatoes. But I season with pepper, salt, and my favorite adobo seasoning. Pat it down so that it cooks in the pan. And then here I am struggling to flip it and try to get a Tata face, but it is just not happening with these burnt potatoes. So I pat them back down, add some more salt, pepper, and adobo to the other side. And here I flip it one last time, see how it has cooked in our Tata frying pan, and I add it to the plate. And there we go, my breakfast for the day. I add some ketchup onto my potatoes, and then some sriracha to make a little spice, and of course some syrup. I tried to make it in the BTS Army symbol, but honestly it kind of looks like a butterfly, so we're just gonna put more syrup on it. And there we go, breakfast is done. So now that I have my breakfast and of course my coffee for the day, it is time to dig into my meal. But wait, I am missing something. The last touch that this breakfast needs. Yes, butter. Now my breakfast is complete. And oh my god, these pancakes are so good. They're so sweet And these potatoes are so crispy, and the adobo is where it is at. But, maybe I should, eat butter a la Hobie style. And no, that's really gross. I'm not gonna do that. How about you eat the butter instead? And now that I'm done with breakfast, I have gotten more coffee, and I am getting ready for my online class of the day with Tata, of course. So currently I am my second year of grad school. BTS were the ones who inspire me to pursue more education in order to achieve my dream. So I have several classes that I take during the week, and this is an online one that I can do from the comforts of my apartment. And after several hours, I am finally done with class. And now I am kind of hungry again. That was a 3-hour class. It is time to fuel back up. So as I pace my kitchen with my Tata pan, wondering what I should make for lunch, I have an idea. Hamburger, the perfect thing to cook in a frying pan. But before I can cook with my frying pan, I have to prep. And I am going to start with chopping up some onion. I think onion in burger is one of the best. I am chopping up this onion in order to cook it because honestly, cooked onion is so much better than raw onion. But before I cook my onions, I first have to toast my hamburger buns in the frying pan. I got pretzel buns because I thought they would be the best. And it is important to toast your hamburger buns before you do the onions so you don't get them super oniony. But it is this point that I realized that I forgot to record me toasting the hamburger buns in the pan. It is fine. Look, here they are. Toast them with some butter and they're done. So now we are cooking the onions. You want to make sure you add some oil to the pan so that they sweat nicely and cook well like this. And I love a cheeseburger, but I don't have cheese slices, so I put some cheese shreds into the pan to melt with my onions. And I realized that they're kind of sticking to the pan. I take them off. Everyone is screaming at me forever. It's fine. It's completely. Look at that. A little soap and water can do wonders. So now it's time to cook the hamburger. I put more oil back into the pan. I press the hamburger down. I want that stuff cooked evenly as possible. And then next, of course, we season the meat with some salt, some pepper, some more adobo seasoning, and my favorite, oregano. Oregano in hamburger is where it is at. That is the secret ingredient you are missing in getting a great hamburger. And now once that side's cooked, oh my god, look! There's no Tata. I add more seasoning to the other side, gotta get that oregano in, and I press it back down. And here I go, flipping to see, oh god, this is where I spilled grease on me, I'm fine. But look, there is a Tata face on the other side of the hamburger. How adorable, it is Tata. Definitely you see it. Alright, the hamburger's done, I add it to the bun, I add my cheese onion mix, and spread that all over. And then I add some ketchup, my favorite condiment. And it is done. Pat that bun on. And look, my hamburger, isn't it so delicious looking? And it's fine. And I take my first bite, and oh my god, it is so good. The pretzel with the cheesy onion mixture, it is top of the line hamburger. So once I'm done with that, I am reading Out of Sight. This is a book I have to read for another one of my classes. I'm always on top of my homework. Just kidding, I am playing video games instead. Why would I read? I'm catching up on Stardew Valley, which I haven't played in a while because I've been a little busy with moving in school. This is Borahay Farm that I named, and I have several BTS animals on the farm with me, such as Taehyung the chicken, and Jimin the chicken, and Hobie the duck, and Jin the duck, and Namjoon the cow. Here's me giving coffee to my boyfriend Harvey, as I do. And I don't have a Suga or Jungkook yet on my farm, but I hope I can add them soon. And after playing for several hours, completely losing track of time as one can do in that game, honestly, I could play for hours on end, I decide that it is better time than any to get my last meal of the day. But what do I make? what is the final meal for my Tata pan? And I have the perfect idea. Pizza! The perfect late night meal and great to have in a pan. So before I can start off making my own personal Tata pan pizza, I of course have to start by chopping my toppings. We are back with some more onion, can't get enough of it, and then I'm putting some turkey pepperoni on. I'm not a fan of pork, and it is great. These are my usual go-to pizza toppings. And once I'm done with my toppings, it's now time to cut the crust in order for it to fit my pan. So in the US, we have these adorable little cans of dough that you carefully peel open and they pop open just like that. You never know when they will. It is a total grenade. But we have our dough now. I stretch it out. I pinch open these little tiny holes, and then I fit my Tata pan over the dough, and I cut it smaller than the pan so I can make sure I can fit the bottom. I rip it out the best I can, make a little ball, and ta-da! The dough that I will use for my little personal pan pizza. Now that the prep work is done, we add olive oil to my frying pan and evenly coat it because we do not want anything to burn and stick and ruin our Tata pan forever. We toss the dough until it is fully stretched, and then we place it down onto the pan. And then after the dough is situated, we put aluminum right on top so that it cooks properly. And voila, look at that. After a few minutes, it is completely puffed up. And the bottom is cooked to a nice golden brown. We flip it over and we're going to let it cook for a few more minutes, covered in that foil again. And once that's done, we are ready to put our pizza toppings on it. After, of course, we flip it back over. Oh, look at that. There is no Tata face at all on this pizza. We add the sauce. We add the toppings. I like to put a nice little bit of toppings under the cheese and over the cheese. Here you can see I have my non-dairy mozzarella because I'm allergic to dairy. We cover that up and let it cook for several minutes, and when it's done, the cheese should at least be melted. The rest of it's not going to be cooked, but that's what you get when you get a pan pizza. It may not be cooked like pizza in the oven, but it is good to go. And boy, am I excited. First bite. And not that bad. I never actually made pizza in a pan before, but as long as the cheese is melted, it is pretty good. Oh, look at that goo. Oh, happy dance. And once all the pizza is gone, we are done with our Tata meal of the day. Thank you so much for joining me on cooking and eating Tata space for all 3 meals of my day. It has been a long day, but you know what I feel? I feel like we should end the day with a little bit of dessert. Ah, look at that. My big fluffy Tata friend again. Looks almost good enough to... I'm kidding. We love you, Tata. Thank you so much for watching. Toodles!